Hey guys, and welcome to the setup video for the new HaxBot Evolved. So let's go straight into it. After you followed the setup instructions or the invite instructions after you purchased it, you can go straight onto your Discord. It probably takes about 5 minutes to activate, and you will find out if it's active or not just by entering the command status. With this one, it's going to tell you a few settings. Firstly, if the server is enabled, it gives you here your unique ID, which you might have retrieved already previously for ordering it. You can see the language. So now HaxBot has multiple languages. You see also here at the bottom, it has English, German, Korean, French, Russian, Spanish, and Chinese. So just by clicking on the flag, you will change the language to the one you want. If you have a language which is not listed here, just let me know. It's easy to add. The second new thing is the managing role. Previously, you had to create a role called HaxBot. Now you don't have to anymore, and you can use your own roles, what you want to have. What does it do? If you have a manager role assigned, only people who have this role assigned, so the role doesn't need any permissions or anything, but the person who wants to do changes in HaxBot, like adding relations to servers or SteamIDs or whatever, or changes, deleting stuff, they need to have this role assigned. And if you don't have that, you can't do changes. In order to set up the role, you can just click on the lock, and it's going to ask you what role should be your managing role, and then you're gonna just like say or mention the role you want to have. For example, this is the beta role, and then it's gonna add the beta. And if you do status again, in this case this was beta already, so it's not gonna change, but that's the role you set now. At the bottom you will see your license details, how long your server should be still lasting, and it's also calculating you a year or a date until it's actually active. Alright, let's go straight into the next one. So I'm gonna start to set up a few channels and then go through the setup. So first of all, we need some, I usually do a queries channel. So in this channel, you're gonna just like query servers to see how many players are online, what's the name, what's the IP, and what people are online, like just by names. In order to do these queries, you need to enable the channel first. So enable server, and this makes your server enabled for, or this channel enabled for querying servers. So now you can do, let's say, server D2, which we're going to set up now, and it's going to give you the names and the server ID, the players, the map, and so on. And here at the bottom, you find another new feature. It's the family icon. If you click on that icon, you can actually assign another tribe to that server, and it's guiding you through it. So if I click on that now, it's going to ask me, okay, what tribe you want to assign to this server. If you click the X, it's going to abort. If you just enter a name, you can do anything like just do Hax 1 2 3 4 5, and if it doesn't exist, like this one is now, it's going to ask you, okay, the tribe doesn't exist yet. Do you want to create it, or don't you want to do anything because you might have done a typo or whatever? But I want to create it in my case. I'm going to say yes or react on the checkbox, and now it's going to ask you, okay, what tribe relation does this tribe have? And then you just basically enter the relation you want to have. In my case, it's enemy, and it tells you that it has been assigned. And if you do server D2 again, you will see that the tribe has been assigned to this server. This is also very crucial. Later on, there's going to be a smart assign feature where it's going to assign SteamIDs automatically to a certain tribe and a relation, and this tribe setup you need in order to get this setup. All right. So Next step is you want to have SteamId joining alerts. In order to do this, you just need to create a new channel, or you can do it in an existing one. Usually I do one enemy where you get tagged, so you have a good, nice and overview about who is joining as an enemy, and I usually do then the others as well. In total you have 5 relations. It's the enemy one, which I'm going to set up now, and the other 4 we're going to set up in the other channel. So in order to do that, we do steam log, and then I want to tag beta, for example, minus server D2, so you don't need the server ID anymore. You can just enter the server name or a short name, whatever you want, and then minus relation enemy, and it tells that okay, the alert has been added as an enemy. You're going to be tagged when someone joins with @beta, and now there's a new thing. There's the premium tracking or the normal tracking. So the premium tracking is basically a lot faster. So you get basically instant join notifications. The dashboard is more accurate, which I'll show you later. But it's also using more credits per hour than the normal alerts. In my case, I'm gonna make now this a non-premium setup, which is the regular way how you used to know it. But there's a lot of more stuff for premium, so mainly it's more accurate, faster, yeah, and comes with some nice icons on the join alerts. Alright, so I'm not going to do this now. If you don't react anything or just press the red cross, then it's just going to be aborting. And then for the others, so these are the other 4 relations. So basically you can just also copy paste if you're lazy like me. You go like this, and just you don't want to be tagged when these people are joining. And then you have the relation unknown, allied, so you can now do them comma separated, which is new as well. Friendly and neutral. So this is going to add all the other alerts what you have or what you want to have. It's going to ask you again if you want to have premium features. If not, like I did earlier, then it's going to run the regular way. In order to see all alerts, you're going list alerts, and it's giving you all the alerts you have set up and how you set them up. So currently I've got Gen 2 950 and the Island 2. Alright, so next step is that you want to also see the dashboard, which is also pretty easy to set up. So dashboard D2 I call it, and then you go at Steam Dashboard D2, that's it. And let's wait until the next server scan will show it up. I'm gonna pause it real quick until it comes, and then you see how it looks. Alright, it didn't take long until it showed up. This is now how it looks. You got the, let's start from the top, or from the first column. It shows you a time in CET, the last updated timestamp, and it also shows you in a nice way what relation it is with the boxes there. So the blue one is allied, the green one is friendly, the white one is neutral, the red one is enemy, and the question mark is unknown. So you have no idea what it's related to. And this is basically the new dashboard. As I said, if you get premium tracking, this is more accurate, and it updates as soon as a new player joins. Okay, now let's see. We're gonna, during the new setup, we're gonna watch if someone joins, and then you also see a new feature called the easy assignment of players when they join, or after they join, better say. So I'm gonna go back to the queries channel, and there's also gonna be the new scan command or list SteamId, as you know. So you can do let's say scan, and you do any server you want, so it doesn't need to be tracked on your Discord server. So you just do scan, and let's say, what's a good server? Say D1, and it's gonna tag you as soon as it comes back. So there we go. After scanning D1, it's coming back with a list of players. If this list, so this is basically the list what's coming back with Steam IDs, but there might be still someone's server which you don't see here on the dashboard output. If you want to see a very detailed view of what Steam IDs are actually on a server, you can also do scan, let's say D1 minus all, and it comes back with an entire list of Steam IDs. Let's try that and wait a little bit again, and you will see the result. And here it's incoming. It's going to give you back the entire IDs at the top, and at the bottom it's giving you the dashboard output. There we go. So what else is new? There is another feature added called rates and the ban list. In order to get updates of the rates, you can make a new channel and just do enable rates. And this enables the channel, and as soon as rates changes, you will get a notification in this channel and to what rates it changed. The next one is going to be the ban list. So this is going to take the current ban list and compares it with the previous it scans. So it scans approximately every 2 hours and gives you the result of what changes happened between those 2 hours. In order to enable it and get notifications what changes are done, you do enable ban list. I just moved real quick a ban list in here, what it's looking like. So what you get is when was the previous update of the ban list, and the new bans which have been added with the top 1, 2, 3 servers of the Steam ID, how they are set up on your Discord server, those Steam IDs with 1, 2, 3, for example, and also what it shows you the bans that have been removed. If you go back to the history, so new bans added, new bans added, new bans added, and so on. And sometimes there's actually bans lifted. So new bans added, nothing has changed, and you see here bans that have been removed. This is the Steam ID, what's the Steam name, custom name, and what's the relation on your Discord. So that's all about the ban list. And just quickly after that, we got our first join in the enemy channel, what we set up earlier. And you see here now how the new join notification looks. It's a lot shorter than the previous one, but still gives you a lot of information. So you see now who joined in the title, what's the Steam ID, what's the Steam name, so the current Steam name, and the name you assigned, and the relation, which is enemy, what's the tribe if you have set up one, and the computer here means that it's always auto-assigning a new relation if the tribe changes or the top 1 server changes. So it always assigns it to the top 1 server you set. In this case, it's SE371. The second one is SE42 and aberration 284. So here we got another join with others. If you believe that this is not right, or you think that this is someone else, you got now the new feature, the reaction buttons, where you can do quickly changes. So let's go through all of them. The red box means that you're gonna assign it to an enemy, but since this is an enemy already, you don't want to do that. But if you say, okay, this is not an enemy, this is an allied, you do the blue box, or the green one for friendly, or the white one for neutral. So I'm going to just click on the blue box, and the bot is going to tell you that the Steam ID has been added to allied. In order to recheck that it is really allied, I'm going to go to any channel and do either ID or Steam ID. No, not Steam if. Steam ID and the ID, and you will see it has been changed to allied. But you will see that there is a police officer emoji now on it. So it's gonna not automatically change anymore at that point. If you want to delete this again and say, okay, you want to have it auto classified or smart assigned based on the tribe on the top 3 servers, you're going to just do del SteamId and delete it, and next time you're going to query it again, it should bring it back as enemy because it assigned it automatically as enemy and tribe Y, and the computer sign is back. So back to the dashboard or the alert, you can do these 4 relations. The pen and the paper, it's gonna edit, and it's gonna ask you what name you want to assign. So currently you don't have any custom name, it's 123, so you can assign with this button a name for it. So let's say I don't just do like rolling my head on the keyboard, and the name has been assigned. And if you do SteamId again, back in the general, you will see the custom name has been assigned here. And next time he joins, you will have this custom name also in this join notification. So what else is there? You can also assign, so here is automatically assigned a tribe, but you also can assign manually a tribe. So if you press on this button, it's going to ask you, okay, what tribe name you want to assign. You can either type a name which doesn't exist and it's asking you to create it like earlier on the server query, or you just create a tribe what we created earlier. So this should be what, Hax 1 2 3 4 5 I think it was, and it will assign the tribe to this ID. In order to double check, it says it assigned it to that tribe, and if you go back to general and do ID and this ID, it's going to show you that it assigned it to Hax 1 2 3 4 5. And also you have it now as a police officer icon. All right. Back to the join notification. You also have here an I. So this would mean this is a very short information, the most important altogether. But if you want to see more information, you can display more by a simple click on the eye, and it's going to display you more information like the Steam profile, the previous names, where it has been last seen, the last servers, 14 days, and another command to show you more information about the SteamId. Alright guys, I think you're good to set up, or with the setup better say, and I hope you enjoyed it. If there is something new or something I forgot, I will add this to another video to give an updated session about what changes are still coming or what changes arrived. Thanks a lot, and see you next time.